My name is Bob DeWitt. I'm with the U.S. State Department. When we have new citizens, there's always questions about how do I get my passport? Well, once you have that naturalization certificate in hand, you're then eligible to apply for your passport. We have an information table up by the stores on that level there. And if you have any questions about how to get your passport or where do I apply or what do I need, we welcome you to stop by our table and ask your questions, and we'll do our best to answer them. And on behalf of the State Department, we congratulate you on becoming citizens today. Thank you.
What would Belmont and Austin have been?
You don't even remember that. I had a pro-real education. I was right there saying for an answer.
16 or 16?
Not that.
Belmont Central. Yeah, you're right.
I want to say stop.
Yeah, you were in two hooks.
Stop. And where's Mr. Heffernan today?
That's where he was.
Working on his case.
All rise. United States District Court for the District of South Dakota is now in session. The Honorable Jeffrey L. Viken presiding. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So
Please be seated. Welcome on this glorious afternoon to Mount Rushmore National Memorial. On June 14, 1777, the Continental Congress, sitting at Philadelphia, decided that the Stars and Stripes would be the national flag of this great nation. So it is appropriate we gather today on this Flag Day to welcome 111 new Americans into citizenship in this country. You come from 38 nations to join us in citizenship in the United States. Our program today will involve a number of speakers, all of whom have a message and reflection for us. Those on stage who are dignitaries, but who will not be speaking today, I wish to introduce those people to you. And if you please stand when I call your name and introduce you, I'd appreciate that. The Honorable Veronica L. Duffy, United States Magistrate Judge for the District of South Dakota. Joseph A. Haas, Clerk, United States District Court, District of South Dakota. Joe Roberts, Staff Assistant for United States Senator Tim Johnson. David A. Wells, Constituent Service Representative for Congresswoman Kristi Noem. The Dakota Choral Union is with us today to provide appropriate patriotic music. Their voices have been a very important part of this celebration, and they will add to the spirit of the day and to its meaning. I would like to introduce our keynote speaker today. Kasai El-Haj was born in Jordan. He studied in the United States. He was a successful businessman in our region. He has been a community leader involved in many organizations. His wife Jamie and his daughters and family members are here to celebrate today with all of us. Kasai is presently the West River Regional Director for United States Senator John Thune, and I am honored to have him with us today. Kasai?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Judge Viking, for the kind introduction. I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak today. In a true, only in America fashion, assist in welcoming new citizens here at Mount Rushmore. This is indeed a dream come true. Thank you. I'm aware of the fact that several of you have heard my personal story, perhaps more than once, so I apologize for the repetition. But since the story doesn't change, it has a tendency to get old. But the message embedded in my story is more fitting now than any time in recent history. During times of economic challenges and great deal of political uncertainty, and in the midst of a 24/7 news cycle bombarding the public with conflicting analyses and conflicting predictions on the future of America, both domestically and abroad, from time to time, it's imperative to put things into perspective by reminding each other of the greatness of this nation and what it means to the rest of the world. Often the story is told passionately by those who are fortunate enough to be born here. I believe describing America through the eyes of someone who's an American by choice, contrasted by a vivid backdrop of growing up elsewhere in the absence of security, freedom, opportunities, and peace of mind, is powerful and inspiring. Immigrant stories tend to put a human face on the words of Abraham Lincoln, referring to America as the last best hope of mankind. Sadly, in a nationwide poll conducted in May of last year, only 1 out of 2 Americans believe the United States is indeed the last best hope of mankind. And that number is down from 2 out of 3 50 years ago. What the polls don't tell you is how blessed America is, that millions of highly talented people want to come here and stay here. The polls also don't tell you that being born in America or becoming a naturalized citizen is equivalent to winning life's lottery. In order for my remarks to make sense, it's relevant that I share with you my background and why I have the passion that I have towards America today. I was born in Jordan. My family came from Palestine. As a matter of fact, the biblical town of Samaria is my original hometown. We moved to Saudi Arabia at the age of 3, where my father worked for the Saudi Department of Defense. So we spent 11 years there. The first 9 years of my education I received was in Saudi Arabia. We moved back to Jordan, where I finished high school, and at the age of 17, I've decided I've had enough of the Middle East. A little over 30 years ago, on November 5th, 1979, I arrived in America to attend American Language Academy in Atchison, Kansas. I was searching for a new life, and I had no idea what this new life would look like. But I wanted this new life to have little in common with the life that I left behind in the Middle East. The day I arrived in America was certainly a turning point in my life. A point of interest, the very same day was also a turning point in America's history. November 5th, 1979 was the day our hostages were held in Tehran, Iran. America was at the verge of taking on a tremendous adversity that would ultimately reshape our foreign policy in the Middle East, and more significantly and for good, change our way of life here at home. Consequently, placing more responsibilities on the men and women who wear the uniform and on their families as well. As you try to put today's event into perspective, and as you evaluate the significance of what you've been handed, I urge you to develop a sense of gratitude for those who have paved the way for you to become a citizen of this great nation. The men and women who serve and have served in our military for over 200 years, guarding and defending the liberties and freedoms that are yours today as soon as you take the oath. Last year, at a wing change of command at Ellsworth Air Force Base, the new wing commander was eloquent, reminding the audience that 99% of Americans are guaranteed freedom, security, and peace of mind, and they don't have to do anything in return to earn it. It is the responsibility of the remaining 1% who wear the uniform to guard the freedom for the rest of us, and many in the process pay the ultimate price. Going back to my story of coming to America. My destination was Pittsburgh, Kansas. I found myself in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now you may think no one can be that oblivious, not only missing the town, missing the whole state. Well, I beg to differ. It is easy to get lost in America when you are 17 with the communication and verbal skills of a 3-year-old. After all, my vocabulary was an impressive 20 words. Kansas and Pittsburgh counted as 2. English was an interesting language to learn, and I'm sure many of you, to whom English is a second language, would agree that learning English becomes a little easier when you are able to laugh at yourself. And by the way, easier said than done, correct? In my case, learning English went to a different level. It was somewhat comical. And there are so many stories that I just, not appropriately, that I can share with you, but I'll share 1 or 2 with you here. And let me set the stage for this, and I think some of you again would relate to this. My native language is Arabic. We do not have a letter P, so you intuitively substitute a B. So when you grow up speaking a language that doesn't have a certain letter, you actually cannot hear it. So I happened to be in St. Louis, Missouri, and I decided 3 months after arriving here that I really need to buy a vehicle. And I was very picky on what kind of vehicle, what kind of car I want. Here was the criteria. I wanted the best car $200 can buy. So of course, the result was a dark red 98 Delta Oldsmobile. And judging by the average age here, some of you probably have a good idea what that 98 Delta Oldsmobile looked like. When you roll the windows down and drive down the road, it looks like a boat floating on the interstate. It literally looked like that. So the vehicle is much larger than a sedan. I mean, it's pretty wide. I was looking for a parking spot in St. Louis, and I came across a place where I had to sign $1 parking. So pulled up, and there was a spot that's wide enough that's open right at the entrance. And I decided to ask the attendant, which is a nightmare, 3 months after arriving here. I gave him $1, and I mustered up all the communication skills that I've acquired in the past 3 months. And I asked the attendant very carefully if I may bark there. He was very quick. He took the $1 and equally as carefully comes back with, as long as you don't bother the neighbors. So it went right over my head, as you can imagine. I had no idea where he was coming from. I didn't see any correlation between barking and barking the car, rather, and bothering the neighbors. It bothered me enough that I shared the story with a friend of mine a few days later, who pointed out to me that barking is not something you do with a car, but it's something that dogs do, which is rather annoying. Now, language humor part 2. For some reason, the words blonde and blind sounded exactly the same to me. So I used the two words interchangeably. So I would often compliment young ladies for being blind, then for days wonder why they would not go out with me on a date. Go figure. The first 6 months were extremely difficult, mainly due to being homesick, but also having to adjust to a new language, a new culture, a new diet, and above all, adjusting to Missouri's mild winters. After surviving the first 6 months, America became very intriguing to me. The image that I had about America prior to coming here was based on what Hollywood exported overseas. More specifically at the time, Dallas and Miami Vice. So based on those two shows, I was convinced that Americans constantly cheated on each other, plotted against each other, or were shooting at each other. But I recognized immediately that there was no possible way to truly understand and contribute to America without mastering the English language, including the slang, which proved to be more painful than the formal language itself. I carried a dictionary everywhere I went, and I used a tape recorder to pronounce words and their meanings. You never caught me listening to music. It was always tapes to increase my ever-slammed vocabulary. In order to shorten the learning curve, I disassociated myself from other Middle Eastern students. And by doing so, I was forced to speak English constantly. Another drastic measure was following the advice of a friend of mine by joining a fraternity. Now, I have to clarify this brilliant move. This was not an honor society. As a matter of fact, their biggest claim to fame was the construction of the float for the annual homecoming parade. And they truly believed that their odds of winning the best entry in the parade was directly proportional to the amount of beer they consumed during the float construction. The problem is the data backed that, so it worked for them. And of course, they felt that no Phi Lambda Chi float was ever complete without a big 4x8 sign that said, "Camel jockeys go home." Now, in case you haven't guessed it yet, at the age of 18, speaking virtually no English, I did manage to join the redneck fraternity. Two discoveries I made shortly afterwards. My friend Dan Talaferro, who recommended that I join the fraternity, was in charge of membership, and he was somewhat desperate, I may add. My vocabulary became very sophisticated in a relatively short period of time, to include words such as Budweiser, hangover. They became pretty much a part of my daily vocabulary, so I did master the English language, I felt at the time. But in retrospect, the real advantage was developing close friendship with several fraternity members whom I was able to meet their families and celebrate holidays with at their homes. It was truly my first and most significant experience at the time on the road to understanding America and the warmth and generosity of the American family, which gives America her big hearts. A conclusion that would have been difficult to arrive at by only living on a college campus. In the midst of all of that, I fall in love with a Nebraska girl named Jamie, who also happened to be blind. We were married 4.5 years later, and incidentally, last December, we celebrated our 25th anniversary. So, Jamie. 4 years from first arriving in the US, I received a Bachelor of Science degree in electrical engineering. Within a few days, I left America to Jordan to fulfill a 2-year required service in the Jordanian army. That was the ultimate test on how much impact America had on me during the previous 4 years. While in the Jordanian army, I heard it often from officers and enlisted that I was too Americanized and I needed to go back. They meant it as an insult. I took it as a compliment. In my mind, it solidified what I had suspected all along, that I was ready to become an American. I truly believe that once you accept America, you can never leave it behind. You take it with you anywhere you go. After finishing my military service, I returned to America in the fall of '86 with 2 suitcases and $38 to my name. By then, the Nebraska girl that I had met in college had finished school and was teaching in the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, so she was the reason that I ended up in South Dakota, and I'm glad I did. We were married shortly afterward and moved to Rapid City in order to work on my master's degree in engineering at South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. 1991 was a big year for us. In January, I received my graduate degree in electrical engineering. In March, we started our business. And on June 14th, Flag Day, 21 years ago today, here at Mount Rushmore, I took the oath as a citizen of the United States of America. What a day it was. What a thrill it is to become an American by choice. June 14th, 1991 was without a doubt the proudest day of my life. After repeated attempts to express in words the emotions I experienced as I recited the Pledge of Allegiance for the first time as a new U.S. citizen, I realize now that I'm simply incapable of articulating the magic of that moment. I pray that all of you reflect back on your journey and this day with the same emotional intensity. To my new fellow Americans, I stood here 21 years ago today, so excited, so proud, and so overwhelmed by the life-changing opportunity that I was being handed. There was many questions going through my mind. One, why me? How many across the world would never have a shot at pursuing their American dream? And most importantly, how do I give back in a meaningful way a fraction of what I and future generations of my family have been blessed with? The sense of excitement and joy of becoming a United States citizen was also combined with a greater sense of indebtedness to the nation that made it possible for me to claim life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as my right. On that day, I vowed to never take America for granted and to serve and give back to a nation that have blessed me with opportunities for the rest of my life. I have discovered since that this attitude of serving and giving without expecting any rewards in return is one of the cornerstones of leadership that distinguishes America from the rest of the world. What sets America apart in the leadership arena has to do with our attitude as a nation. In America, there is no correlation between one's pedigree and their leadership and success potential. In America, the socioeconomical class you are born into has little impact on your life trajectory. America is the only country in the world where, regardless of your race, ethnicity, or religion, if you work hard and play by the rules, all things are possible. In America, leaders are secured enough to empower others. From inception, America recognized the fact that you can grow by leading followers. But in order to multiply and become a superpower, leaders must lead other leaders. I do not understand where it is in the Constitution or Declaration of Independence that guarantees success to all Americans. There's a big difference between opportunity and results. America is an opportunity. What you do with it is totally up to you. There is no guarantee. The most essential aspect of being a good American is your ability and willingness to pull your own weight. It is interesting the two distinct answers you get to that question. How did America become such a great nation? One interpretation is that we did so by oppressive, exploitative, and imperialist means. As a matter of fact, in some cases, rare cases, go to the extent of blaming America for every ill in the world. The truth is, America became a great nation because our civil order was based on what George Washington called the twin pillars of faith and morality, as well as on a deep distrust of statism. The drafters of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution wisely recognized the imperfections of human nature and the corruption that inevitably results from concentrations of political power. So they devised a limited government with divided powers. My attitude is very simple when it comes to America. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And yet, some politicians in the media will tell you if it's not broke, we just haven't looked hard enough. America is just fine the way it is. It bothers me that too many Americans have a tendency to take America for granted. As a matter of fact, in doing so, they are doing away with the essence of what made this country the only superpower in the world. I often wonder what President Dwight Eisenhower was referring to when he said only Americans can hurt America. I'm rather concerned about some immigrants who maintain foreign enclaves in America, who just bring a box here and live in it. But I'm not the least worried about immigrants' children appreciating the freedoms of America. I'm indeed more worried about the American born who do not appreciate their country. If every American regularly spent at least a week outside the United States, we would come back more grateful and with a greater sense of perspective. Living in America is neither complex nor difficult. Living the American experience is altogether a different story. America is advanced citizenship. What you get out of it is directly proportional to what you are willing to put into it. Democracy demands involvement and hard work. It's not a spectator sport. What a time for all of us to be involved in the political process. And don't confuse that with the partisan process. Everyone can and should take part in shaping the future of America. When it comes to involvement, I believe if you are not at the table, you are on the menu. And that's not a pleasant place to be. I wonder where we would be if the 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence would have feared fallout. We would simply have no America. Some would argue that America is no longer the melting pot that it once was, that it's more of a mosaic board that appears strong from the outside and yet weak and fragile on the inside. I tell these people that America has already crossed the threshold of the most incredible era of all human existence. For the first time in 5,000 years of documented history, there's only one superpower. Even the Roman Empire at its peak did not have the global influence that America has today. When on a short trip overseas, I try not to start a debate or a heated discussion over America, but I don't walk away from it when somebody else initiates it. Over 2 years ago, while on a trip to the Middle East, I found myself engaged in an in-depth discussion with a group of opinion makers and university professors. I think that was somewhat of a mistake, discussing America with somebody that's never stepped a foot here, read about it in a book. The main topic was the economy. Their assertion was that America was unraveling from within and that it was economically beyond repair. You can hear a pin drop when I pointed out that the gross domestic product of America in 20 hours, that's less than a day, is equal to that of an average developing nation. Our gross domestic product is equal to the accumulated gross domestic products of 27 nations, which comprises the European Union. And that it's greater than that of China, and Japan, and India combined. While America represents less than 4.5% of the world's population, on an annual basis, Americans are awarded more than half of the patents awarded to the rest of the globe. Our annual foreign aids are greater than that of the economy of the country of Jordan and 125 other countries. And this, by the way, does not include the $35 billion that Americans privately give to charities around the world annually. $35 billion. The ingenuity and resilience of the American people is the reason why I am so optimistic about the future of our country. The fact of the matter, whether leaders of other nations, friends and foes alike, admit it or not, they do look to America as a model for the 21st century. It comes down to this. As Americans, if we get it right, the rest of the world has a chance of getting it right. If we get it wrong, the rest of the world is in somewhat of a deep trouble. In other words, the global aftershock of what transpires here is real, good or bad. This may sound like arrogance. In fact, it's humility. It's the sort of humility that comes with bearing a heavy burden of responsibility. It's not easily assumed, but once assumed, it cannot be laid aside. History shows the world is safer and more peaceful when America is strong. The glue that keeps the United States, the glue that keeps us united as a nation is not common ancestry or a single religion or force of arms. It's a shared desire to get ahead. It's a shared set of ideas about liberty, rights, responsibilities, and the rule of law. It's a shared sense of optimism that people can solve their own problems and overcome great obstacles without resorting to force or creating a huge bureaucracy. America is the only country that allows people the chance to write the script of their own lives. This is why people from all races and cultures and nationalities are drawn to America. Immigrants risk everything in order to come here, often with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Those who are sworn enemies in their home countries lay down their arms, set aside their differences and grievances, and live side by side in this great place we call America. I would like to conclude my remarks by having a heart-to-heart talk with our new citizens. Welcome and congratulations on becoming citizens of the United States of America. Take this country into your heart and become very protective of it. I know you have met all of the U.S. citizenship and immigration services requirements in order to become citizens, but I believe you have one more obligation. America took a gamble by allowing you to become citizens. It is your responsibility to prove to yourself and your fellow Americans that you are an asset to this nation and America is a better place because of you. You have been blessed. The challenge now is how will you metabolize this blessing, and will it produce yet another immigrant success story? To best understand your new country, America, and uncover the secret to her exceptionalism, you need to go back to the fragile beginnings of this nation and the resilience of its founders. I urge you to probe deep inside into the dialogue within the Continental Congress leading to independence and the creation of a union based on the notion that the people, or free people, are capable of governing themselves. And digest these words by Patrick Henry, one of our founding fathers. America is a nation where the Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people, but rather an instrument for the people to restrain the government. America needs your help and energy. Your optimism and enthusiasm will be force multiplier in your communities and certainly in the whole country. I'm sure your countries of origin are great countries, and you will continue to be proud of your heritage. And as you establish your new normal as an American citizen, keep in mind that as an American and the country in a whole, you are held to a higher standard. Your insight and world experience are extremely valuable, so roll up your sleeves, get involved, give back, and enjoy the journey. Congratulations. And for the rest of you, I want to thank you, in particular to Judge Viking, for giving me the opportunity to give back as a part of fulfilling my American dream. I'm indeed in debt to you, sir. Thank you for giving me a home. Thank you for sharing your country with me. May God bless you, and may God bless this land that I so love, and I know you do too. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, Kasai, for sharing your reflections on citizenship and your life experience with us. And congratulations on your 21st anniversary of citizenship. Sharon Dooley is the Field Office Director for United States Citizenship and Immigration Services in St. Paul, Minnesota. She has 34 years of dedicated federal service, and she is here to speak to us on behalf of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. So, Sharon, if you please address our group.
Wow, I got a tough act to follow. Shame on you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here, and I first want to thank the courts, the congressional offices, Pearl Union, the students, the Mount Rushmore National Memorial, and the Mount Rushmore Society for always having such a wonderful program and always being in support of our agency. Of course, today we celebrate all of you and the journey which brought you here today. I ask that you cherish and honor your past, that you enjoy your present, and you embrace your future. You have come here today to pledge your allegiance to the United States of America. You have many things in common, including the fact that you come here by choice. By the same token, you are a very diverse group in that you come from 38 different countries around the globe. In a few moments, though, you will stand as one and become citizens of the greatest country that civilization has known. And if I may, I'd actually like to read an excerpt from a writer named Michael Brown. It's entitled, "What is an American?" An American is not delineated by a particular skin color or way of life. An American is a person from many places with many shades of skin, of different sizes and varied energies. But regardless of what they are, lacing the different physical features together is a bond of strength in tradition which exemplifies the American way, a way which opens the door of opportunity to all peoples who may knock upon them. An American sees the knowledge of experience in their past, feels pride in the accomplishment of the present, and has hope for the future of the world, even when others would view the days to come with dismay. An American sees nothing strange about getting a lump in their throat when the national anthem is being played, of weeping unashamed when taps is being played for one who paid the ultimate price for their freedom. A true American is the essence of pride in a way of life. What is an American, you say? They are fortunate. I say congratulations to all of you. I wish the best for whatever the future might hold for you. May your blessings be many and your worries few. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate your remarks, sharing the poem with us. I will introduce to you at this time Mr. Wayne Evans, an Immigration Services Officer. Mr. Evans, do you have a motion, sir?
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, the government recommends the oath of allegiance be administered to 111 applicants for naturalization who have been interviewed and whose applications have been approved. They are permanent residents of the United States and have resided within the St. Paul, Minnesota district for the required 3-month period. They are persons of good moral character who are attached to the principles of the Constitution and form of government of the United States. The government recommends that the court administer the oath of allegiance as required by law, so that the applicants may be admitted to citizenship, and that the name changes requested in the petitions be granted.
It gives me great pleasure to grant that motion in all respects. I'll call upon Ms. Shauna Tellinghausen, Deputy Clerk, United States District Court, to administer the oath of allegiance. If you are about to take the oath of allegiance to citizenship, please stand.
Please raise your right hand. I hereby declare, on oath, that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, or that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, or that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that I take this obligation freely and without any mental reservations or purposes of evasion. If so, please say I do. Thank you.
On this Flag Day, June 14th, 2012, I hereby proclaim each of you citizens of the United States of America. If you'd be seated for just a moment before you receive your certificates of citizenship. I want to acknowledge and share with all of us who are citizens of the United States now that you are bringing your stories, you're bringing your songs, you're bringing your beliefs, your traditions, your customs, your talents to this great United States of America. You are bringing yourselves into the grand mix of American society, and for that, I thank you very much. If you would please follow the direction of our court staff and come to the stage to receive your certificates of citizenship, and shake hands with all of those who have worked hard to assist you with this day. And as you pass this microphone, please feel free to introduce yourself to your fellow citizens.
Hello everybody, my name is Ana Cristina Luli. I'm from Mexico. Yeah, I'm really glad to be here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Suaro Ibrahim and I'm from Somalia.
I am Gazain Bakala. I came from Ethiopia.
Shu Hongjiang, working for SDSU, and here's my wife, TTH. Thank you.
And Mr. Kisero from Bosnia. Thank you.
My name is Catherine Wall, and I'm from the Philippines.
My name is Marla. I'm from Ethiopia.
My name is Meron. I'm from Ethiopia.
Hi, my name is Maria Rodriguez, and I Hi, my name is Zoran Jokuc. I'm from Bosnia. Thank you.
My name is Dragana Kandic. I'm from Bosnia.
My name is Wachimari. I'm from Kenya. God bless you.
My name is Brian Klut, and I'm from Ukraine.
My name is Kristen Taylor, and I'm from Canada.
My name is Elena Skupinic. I'm from Russia.
My name is Via Koji. I'm from Ethiopia.
My name is Maria, and I am from Mexico. My name is Jeanette Diamond, and I'm from Congo. My name is Shuri Fisher, I'm from Ethiopia.
Hello, my name is Raina O'Connor. Thank you, honey, for being here and everybody. I'm from New Mexico, from Old Mexico. Thank you.
I'm Richard Stokes from UK.
I'm Marilyn Penner from Canada.
Hi, my name is Hajrama Bashir. I'm from Pakistan.
My name is Abdullah Adam from Ethiopia.
My name is Asian Akanov, and I'm from Bulgaria. Thank you.
My name is Karina. I'm from Ukraine.
My name is Vladimir. We come from Ukraine. Thank you.
My name is Adolfo Delgado. I'm from El Salvador.
My name is Alexander Skupinic, and I wish you blessings from God. I'm Igor. I'm from Ukraine. His brother.
My name is Serge Skubanic. I'm also from Ukraine. I'm a U.S. citizen.
Hi, my name is Edwin Aroba. I'm from Bolivia, South America, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Joanna Kramer. I'm from Brazil. It's a great honor and blessing to become American citizen. I made it. Thank you.
My name is Ina Nedasov, and I'm from Ukraine.
Peter Willett from Australia. Thank you.
Emmanuel is my name, and I am an American.
My name is Hui Ping Zhang. I'm from China.
My name is Bazil. I am an American.
My name is Rudy Turcios. I'm from El Salvador.
Hi, my name is Luciana Morisiet. I'm come from Philippines.
Vanessa Paper, Bosnia.
Hi, my name is Felix. I'm Yej from Congo.
Slava Bogdanov, thank you for the beautiful ceremony.
My name is Hua Wu from China. Thank you.
My name is Zhongdou Wang. It's great to become U.S. citizen.
My name is Mary Chu from Philippines. I'm Hana Mangustu from Ethiopia.
My name is Shira. I'm from Somali.
My name is Svetanka Filipova, and I'm proud to be American.
Ivan Filipov from Bulgaria.
My name is Lilia, and I'm from Ukraine.
Denise Owens, and I'm from Canada.
Cujo Buleye, thank you.
My name is Jose Gutierrez from Mexico.
I am Ahmed Osfor from Saudi Arabia. Glad to be here.
My name is Muhammad Yusuf. I'm from Somalia.
Thank you.
I'm Sabina Kadiro and I'm from Russia. My name is Josie Momo. I'm from Cameroon. Thank you.
My name is Ayan. I'm from Somalia.
My name is Sandra Galdames and I'm from El Salvador.
I'm Stephanie Nimick and I'm from Germany. Hi, my name is Nicole. God bless us, America.
Hi, my name is Victor. I'm from Latvia, and God bless America. Yeah.
My name is Steve Chimas from Ethiopia.
My name is Ephraim Kubrat from Ethiopia.
My name is Maya Odol. I'm from Latvia, and I'm so excited to be a part of this amazing country. Thank you all.
I am Martina Gronemann and I'm from Berlin, Germany, and I'm very excited and thank you.
My name is Lori Harsh, originally from Canada.
I am from Somalia. Thank you.
My name is Hassan Melka. Thank you for coming. Thank you to see new faces. Yeah. My name is Abdi Yusuf. Thank you. I'm from Somalia.
I'm Peter Gladish. I'm from Ukraine. May God bless America.
My name is Lyubov. I'm from Ukraine. I'm glad to be here. God bless you.
My name is Balay Garamo from Ethiopia.
My name is Fatima from Bosnia.
My name is Hyber from Bosnia. My name is Espe. I'm from Congo.
My name is Andrew. I'm from Vietnam.
I'm David Karki from Nepal, and it's a great honor and privilege to be an American citizen. I wish all the best to all the new citizens.
My name is Peter Zurek, and I'm so proud to be an American.
My name is Moshe Saburi from Iran. It's a great day for me.
My name is Dwayne Simpson, proudly serving the United States Air Force, and thank you. I'm from Jamaica.
My name is Vikirta Shurakana and I'm from Ethiopia. Thank you.
Umar Waliyi, I'm USA now.
Kartuna Adam, I'm American now.
My name is Alan. I'm from Ethiopia.
I'm Yipanju. I'm from China. Thank you.
My name is Mayuri Hoffman. God bless America and God bless everybody. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Moshad Afirzi. I am an Iranian American.
My name is Swami Johnson. I'm from Liberia. Happy to be here today.
I'm from Ethiopia.
Welcome to each and every one of you, and God bless America. The Dakota Choral Union will now perform America the Beautiful.
Thank you for that rousing patriotic hymn. It captures the spirit of the day for us. Our new citizens, you bring new blood to us and new thoughts and new
I want to congratulate all our new citizens, and today we have much to celebrate. We celebrate you, America's newest citizens, on Flag Day. President Barack Obama has proclaimed this Flag Day and National Flag Week. As stated in the President's proclamation, as we reflect on our heritage, let us remember that our destiny is stitched together like those 50 stars and 13 stripes. In red, white, and blue, we see the spirit of a nation, the resilience of our union, and the promise of a future forged in common purpose and dedication to the principles that have always kept America strong. In the words of our National Park Service Director, Jonathan Jarvis, I can't think of places more appropriate to welcome our new citizens than national parks. National parks preserve significant natural resources and cultural heritage sites and are places where one can learn about and reflect on American identity and the responsibilities of citizenship. As Americans, you are now owners of these national parks, places that are set aside not for the wealthy or for a select group of people, but for all people to enjoy, learn from, and experience. National parks have a long history in this country. In 1872, the U.S. Congress established Yellowstone National Park as a public park for the benefit and the enjoyment of the people. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson signed the act creating the National Park Service. The park's mission has always been to promote and regulate the use of national parks to conserve the scenery and the natural and historic objects and the wildlife, while also providing for the enjoyment for parks, leaving them unimpaired for future generations. As Americans, these parks of great natural beauty and historic significance are now your parks. Mount Rushmore National Memorial was designated as a national memorial on October 1st of 1925. The purpose of the memorial is to commemorate our national history and progress and to preserve and protect the sculpture and the historic and cultural and natural settings while providing for the education, enjoyment, and inspiration for the public. I encourage you to take advantage of owning this piece of America and enjoy the incredible vistas and geologic landscapes of parks like Grand Canyon and the granite cliffs and giant sequoias of Yosemite. Learn the rich and diverse history of your new country in parks like San Antonio Missions in Texas, built by Spanish missionaries in the early 1700s, and the Statue of Liberty in New York City, which stands as a universal symbol of freedom and democracy, as well as Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Consider this your invitation to join us in our mission to protect the parks. We need all people, all of you to care about the future of the national parks so that they will be preserved for your children, your grandchildren, and all of your descendants. These are your national parks. Visit them, learn from them, and enjoy them. Thank you, and again, congratulations.